Greetings, fellow cooks. Marcelino Bernie from Dr. Flavor. Today we're making something really special. It's my wife's favorite lobster. Now, this is a particularly, not your typical lobster. This is Cuban Coffee Lobster. And I saw this years ago in Drive-In Diners and Dives, where they were doing a special in Havana. And it's not exactly it, but it's very similar, and I think you're going to enjoy it right here on Dr. Flavor. Okay, let's go for the ingredients. First of all, at Harris Teeter, I got jumbo lobster tails. These are spiny lobsters, not Maine lobsters, so it's going to be big tails. I love them. And these are the kinds that they find in Cuba. And I got $10 off. Can't beat that. All right, we're going to have salsa china. That's how they refer to it in Cuba. And basically it's soy sauce. We're going to have my usual complete seasoning by Badias, some creamed garlic, black pepper, butter, and since I told you it's going to be a coffee lobster, I have some coffee. To tell you a little bit about how this whole thing came about, the chef that was making the lobsters, he was actually cutting it up and dicing it up and searing it, and he had an accident. He actually went up to reach for his coffee, and he spilled it on the lobster. So the chef was not going to throw the lobster away because that was a lot of money. So he decided to just simply go with it and finish it off with the coffee, and it was tremendous. Actually, they were able to serve it to dignitaries coming down from to Cuba. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you these monsters. These are spiny lobster tails. Just a lot of meat. It's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my heavy-duty shears, and I'm going to cut the shell on top, and it's not an easy job. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open these guys up. Open them up. Separate the meat from the shell. Wow, look at all this meat. Fantastic. All right, let's work on getting that out. There we go. So that's one. All right. There we go. So that's the other meat. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake the shells in the oven, and because the baked shells are going to be the vessel for the lobster. So this is not going to take long to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these nice little beef cuts, and these are top sirloin, and I'm going to put them on the grill. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're just going to cut each one of these in half, and then we're going to cut them in pieces. We're not going to cook it for long because lobster is going to cook very quickly. All right, so we're going to go to the next step. Now, what I'm going to do next, now that the pan is pretty good, pretty warm, I'm going to use put some coffee with sugar in it. Now, what they used in Cuba was Cuban coffee, which is expresso with sugar. Unfortunately, I don't have a coffee maker, an espresso maker right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce this coffee a little bit with the sugar, and then we're going to get started with the rest. Okay, so far I've reduced the coffee to about 1/3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding on the rest of the stuff, which is the butter, the half a teaspoon of black pepper, about the same with complete seasoning, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of soy sauce, about a teaspoon. We're going to add a teaspoon of garlic. It's starting to smell real interesting. Real interesting. So once it all gets oh my God, it really does smell good. So let's start putting in the lobster. Wow. So I'm going to put up the heat a little bit more. Okay. So it's looking very nice. Very nice. Okay, dinner's complete. As I said, I baked the shell a little bit, and to hold it, the lobster as a vessel. And then I went ahead and did this. So you see both, and the sirloin on the side, and I've tasted it. It tastes fantastic. Okay, my friends. Coffee lobster tail, original. It was presented by Guy Fieri in Diners and Dives in Havana, and this is absolutely fantastic. So once again, I encourage you to try this out, and you're going to love it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. This is Marcelino Buerne, your Dr. Flavor, signing off.